control your anger. Couldn't control his anger, that's all. Definitely did. Ready? Let's go, fantasy team.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How linebacker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long.
That's who I need to take out. Spencer, well, get your ass out of here, boy. I guess I'll leave it for power.
Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This is slow there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I know exactly what's going on. That does not mean automatic pressure.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! So!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops, right?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. The grab made by Doug Baldwin. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson.
Man, catch the ball. Look at
there
that.
in the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That's his job. Yeah, that's his job. He jumped the slot.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Right here.
And the tight end Dixon left side. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go 14.
On 1st and 10, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of 4. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson.
No, put it down.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I just want to stretch the defense. Get you out this 4-3.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
To be realistic. And 4-3 is how?
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Bro, you in a 4-3 trying to stop 4 receivers right now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Wow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets, Baker Mayfield with the Browns.
And then Sunday, the late game, Pats and Steelers. You get Eagles, Rams Sunday night, Saints, Panthers Monday. I mean, hello, Week 15.
Yeah, that means I'm doing absolutely nothing the entire weekend except sitting on the couch and watching ball.
Well, you're also working a game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, besides that.
Okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's brought down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Let's go 14. Let's go 14. 19.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
As Kansas City comes back out here on offense, let's discuss the fact that they are now officially in the playoffs. They clinched by beating Baltimore last week 27-24 on that Harrison Butker game-winning field goal.
Yeah, went to overtime, had to come back and get it done. And look, we've talked about Patrick Mahomes all year long, and rightly so. In this game, 377 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the big deal to me, the comeback potential that he exhibits. Had to take him downfield in order to tie the game in regulation. Then takes care of business in overtime. Did you see some of the throws that he made?
Yeah, the one where he was rolling to the sideline. Golly.
And ends up throwing a no-look pass. He said that came from his time as a high school point guard in basketball. He is absolutely phenomenal, mature beyond his years.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. The Cowboys got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the 1st half as it's 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Scary,
they're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Bless you, buddy. Bless you.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
come on, let him get hooked or something.
And down he goes.
Damn, I'll take it if
Brandon, I think you
there.
understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That boy is getting off everything, bro.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
What the fuck?
And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. The CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad. Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the 2nd straight year.
Michael Skimbo, 2nd straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Little Man Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, Little Man Brown. Congratulations, Skimbo. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, let's get it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And down to the 20. A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 41 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Butker now to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I can't hold it, boy.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson from the gun.
Man, catch the ball.
And it is incomplete. Great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
They do that shit right to you.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Muscles him off. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He's going to go deep for Conley. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 43 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get home, son. All you have to do is get home. Get home, you scored.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the right side, he's got more complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't take forever, okay?
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football one-on-one here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing is Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Man, come on.
And Dixon over the middle.
Oh, that's my pick, dog.
This one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, this shit just locked him. Wow.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. A big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Man, let's go. Don't play with me. Should have picked that shit the first time.
Picked off by Orlando Scandrick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Give us the time. He's going to take advantage of it.
And he's able to put it through.
Give us the time. He's going to take advantage of it, guys.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
Oh, yes.
You still carry that supreme
arrogance
with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. He's got it. 7 catches for him now in this last one. A first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson.
Pick the ball off.
Incomplete.
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in
coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
14.
I'd rather you pass it
19.
than run it.
Let's go, 14. Check. 53, right. Check. 53, right. Zebra.
You don't know what to do. Panic mode.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Wow.
Right. And it's caught. And
Wow.
with it, we
That's what I'm
are
talking about.
tied here in the
What's
fourth.
up?
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all
game,
the time.
gentlemen.
Make sure that no
I love
one
the
gets
game.
behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mahomes. McConnell's got it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your complete.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
He's looking for Hill.
Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This man tripping right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, let's go.
Wilson to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Had to wait till they get right.
So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.
Oh, shit.
And that's hooked in, and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I wish I could put him on. I'd clutch while we do that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 2nd down, Williams. Able to avoid him at the 40. And I think the ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Left.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing count.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.